Welcome back, my friends and fellow gamers. I'm Wrath, and we're back, finally, in Hellion. As I stated before, I had to take a little bit of a break because I just kind of got a little frustrated and burned out. So I went ahead and I have restarted, but this time I'm on the single player so that I can actually do things on my own sort of terms. I've gone ahead and cut through the beginning bullcrap of just assembling the base to begin with. So I've got my starter base set up. I do need to still move it, which we're going to do right now, but it's in single player and I'm not going to be forced to have to constantly bend to the needs of the server in order to keep repairing my nano cores and everything constantly. So that's going to be the benefit that we have here, and I have no oxygen in my system. So that's going to be the first thing on our list is some oxygen. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to go mining relatively soon because we got Jack for air. Alright, so with that being the first big problem on our list of all kinds of problems, let's go ahead and set these down over here. Let's get these guys loaded up here. Put that there. So that we can go mining. Now, just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can put together a couple of extra can or two and an extra battery. So let's do an extra battery first, because we need the batteries first. That's 10 and 10. Okay, so one extra battery. And then we need an extra can or two if we can manage it. Oh, there it is. Raw resources can. 25 and 10. Okay, we are able to manage at least one, so we'll be able to do 3 cans. So we can do a little bit of iron and a whole lot of ice, because we need that oxygen in order to function. So with that, let's go ahead and get to work. Alright, so I need to first grab the battery out of my helmet so we can recharge it. And while we're doing that, we're also going to go ahead and fire up the first quest here.
Asteroid pain. Remove some stress from oracles 1 and 2.
Okay. So that gives us some things to do. Let's check the battery here. Finish powering up here. There we go. Alright, we're going to go ahead and shut the air generator. Should be off. Off, please. And we should power that up to keep our air breathable. Yeah, okay. And then let's go ahead and start shutting down the unnecessary stuff. So shut the airlock down, shut the fabricator down, and then we will go take off in our ship. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and toss that in there so we have our heads-up display working. We'll go ahead and get on going here. So let's do this here. Let's go ahead. Now, even though I'm in single player, I want to move my station from its original orbit, and I'll show you why. Go ahead and in here. One of the things that you always have to worry about with the original orbit of the stations is right here. Right there in that gap, you come in within range of the gravitational effect of burner. Now, the chances of your station being in the right spot at the right time as burner passes are small currently. However, that is a mathematical certainty at some point that you will eventually have your station yanked out of its orbit by burner. Every single station start point comes within range of burner. So if you don't change your orbit, at some point, burner's going to kill you. So the important part is that you do need to set a custom orbit for your station. And you do have to make sure that it is outside of the norm so that you don't cross burner's orbit at all. And that you don't cross Everest station either. So like, you know, or Broken Marble here. So Broken Marble's got an orbital impact there. So if I rotate this 90 degrees, then whenever Broken Marble is within range, it shouldn't be able to reach me. If I bring this in just a little bit, and this one, so we're well outside of the ranges of Broken Marble and burner, so we shouldn't have a problem now. That's an important thing to do, and you should always recheck your orbits regularly to make sure that your orbit hasn't shifted so that you don't end up dying for stupid reasons. So we're going to go ahead and warp to this one now, and we're going to try and not waste too much fuel. Moving this big old freaking station here. And then as soon as we're done with this, we're going to go ahead and go mine up the materials that we need. Come on, there we go. So that we'll be able to go ahead and not die of oxygen starvation, because that would just be sad. Now we do have to be careful. We don't have any air filters in this ship right now, so we're not in a perfect situation. Alright, so this is going to take a couple of minutes. Let's go ahead and prep our drill and everything so that we're ready to go. Go ahead and slap that on there. And now we should be alright. Let's go ahead and change the ship emblem. I really like that emblem. Alright. Alrighty, so good to go. Sorry, doing this video a little bit late in the evening. So, fortunately, once we've got our station in a safe orbit, we can go ahead and get about our business. Now, there is supposedly one of my friends online was telling me that there's a way to get the Argus ship relatively quickly and relatively easily right at this stage in the game, and so we're going to explore that a little bit as we get going here. After we drop off our station, we're going to go, and I'm going to follow the instructions that he gave me for trying to find this hidden little Argus spawn. Alright, so we're in the docking spot that we want, so we're going to go ahead and cut the station loose. And let's go ahead and draw away from our station. And a little bit back too, so that we're not... Alright, so now let's remove that orbit. Okay. So now these three are the stations where we can go and look for the information. So we're going to warp to this one first. Alright. There we go. And let's go ahead and take a look here. So what it is that it's supposed to be in near one of the orbits here, and if you have your range detector set to 1,000 kilometers, you'll pick it up as a point of interest near one of the asteroids, but it has its own separate orbit. So you have to kind of look for it, and it's not guaranteed that you'll get it. But we're going to see if we can find these and get a hold of them. Because obviously the Args is a superior ship in just about every regard. Now, if you're doing these quests on the multiplayer servers, a lot of times they can bug out when you get on site, and so you may have to go ahead and like log off and log back on in order to reset them while you're on site at the location. That can be a little bit dangerous because obviously if there's somebody else there, they may be able to exploit your temporary vulnerability. So just be mindful of that. The same goes for many of these quests, that sometimes it may require that you sort of reload everything. Alright, so here's the first one, but we didn't catch the thing that we were looking for, so instead I'm going to use this as an opportunity to go mining. We'll go ahead and mine off of this one, because I need to do the mining regardless. So I might as well get my mining done, so I can check that off of my list of things that I need to worry about, and it'll give my ship time to recharge its batteries, so that we can jump around and look for the ships that we're after. Okay. Okay, and helmet down, and let's get to it. So let's start with the regular old mining here. Gotta watch for those plumes. Normally I wouldn't recommend mining right on this particular place because it is a quest location. So it can cause you problems, because if anybody else is following their quests, they're guaranteed to run across you. Oh, crud. I didn't put the frickin' good shield on the ship. So it's gonna take some damage. Hopefully it won't take too much. Okay. Okay, let's go and get the iron over here. We'll take one can of iron to help us get what we need here. Okay, fortunately, because of the orbit of this thing, the debris field doesn't last that long. Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry if that was like super loud in your ear. I apologize. Okay. I'm gonna sneeze again. Hold on. Sorry about that. Suddenly got the sniffles. Mining's actually pretty good on this one. Although it's taking forever to get the iron, because the iron deposits are teeny tiny. But the ice deposits are pretty good. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm in. That one there. Go get the ice. It's interesting that this asteroid is like tidally locked. Okay. And this one should finish us off here. Ouch. That wasn't intentional. Okay. So all of our mining is done. We can go ahead and put that away. Now I'm not going to go do the quest part that's here just yet because I want to go ahead and see if I can look around to one of the other stations, one of the other asteroids, and find this particular object that we're looking for. I don't even know if it shows up on scans or not. Okay. Alright, where are we? Okay, we're over there. Let's go ahead and run a scan. See what we can see. There's Icarus. Let's go ahead and warp to Icarus. So that's an interesting station. That, I know, is something that comes later in the quest line. Okay. There we go. Let's see if maybe what we're looking for is near Icarus. want to keep our eyes out here, because we may shoot past it at some point. Keep waiting to see something flash across the screen here. Okay, well, what do we got here? Well, that's Icarus, but I don't care about it. So we're gonna go ahead and make our jumps. Set your depth, Captain. Alright, so let's start by jumping over to this one. Reach out to my buddy here and find out what the trick is, because you can only do it during a special a particular part of the mission. So I'm gonna reach out to him and find out if I have to interact with the mission or if I'm good on it. Let's see here. He's not on. Darn it. And of course, while I was looking away, is probably when it showed up. Go ahead and take a quick scan. Alright, we'll try this one. Looking forward here. I'm looking forward to the update for the warp stuff that's going to be coming up. If you're not aware of that, they're going to be changing this whole visual effect for the warping, and they're going to be overhauling the warp mechanics. So I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so I think that it might be that I have to interact with one of the asteroids first. I think I need to get into the next step of the process, but I'm gonna be thorough here and check. Okay. Now, I've never personally seen this thing that they're talking about, so that my buddy was talking about. So hopefully, I can get a little bit more information on it. And while that is running up here, while my guy is taking off on that, I'm going to go and look through my messages to see, because I know that some people sent me the information on it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Who was it that sent me the information? Sorry, the audio's off because I'm, let's see here. That was a long time ago. Nope. Oh well. Let's go ahead and take a look at Orthos 1 here. And complete whatever mission components are on this one. Okay. Did we take damage? Yeah, we took a little bit of damage. So, let's go check for guns first. So the last thing we want to do is get shot to hell and back. That was a little shocking. Okay. I think we might have guns. There might be a gun in here. Nope. Okay. What about the other one? Okay, no gun. Whew. That could have been disastrous. Anything in here? Nope. Okay. Lights on. Let's look for anything we can here. Go through the interior. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. You try to click on these and nothing happens, so quick save, quick load. Okay. Okay, so it's just noting that it's destroyed. So we can look around for some parts here. That'll do. Is that oxygen? No, it's just nitro. Darn it. Well, the container's useful, so I'm going to take the container. Okay. And then that's where we came in, so there might be a little bit of something here. You got any resources? A little bit of nitrogen. Not worth my effort, though. Nothing over there. Anything here? Okay. So, all in all, this was a pretty big waste of time. Check the outside for any raw materials real quick. Not even any salvage. What a waste. Okay. It's a big waste of my time, so let's go ahead and go to back to the asteroid that we were at. Alright. So let's see. Scan real quick. Okay. So where is it? Darn my color blindness. There we go. Alright. So I think we have to get through this part of it in order for the whole process to kick off for us to be able to find this thing. because otherwise I don't know what the correct solution is. I have another idea in terms of how to find it that I think might actually be more reliable. I'm just not certain. Let's see if we can find this thing at all. Because honestly, if there's a way to get a good ship, the Argus, early, then by all means, let's get an Argus. Alright. So let's go ahead and get into position. So we're right at about 40 minutes though, so I think I'm going to get in position and I'm going to save it here. And we're going to pick this up in the next episode. So let's get around this so that we're looking at the actual relay here that's on the other side. As we scooch around really close to this thing. We're looking for the relay tower that's on this thing somewhere. There it is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get ourselves into position with this. Alright, and we're going to match position. That doesn't feel like we're matched. It feels like we're pitching very quickly. There we go. That feels better. Alright, so I'm going to cut it off here. If you like this series, please obviously leave a comment. It really helps me out. You know, take a look at some of my other videos. I do have a variety of other games that I am also playing, and I would like to get a little bit more traction on those, if at all possible. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job. And until next time, I'm Wrath, and I will catch you on the flip side. Also, please click on the notification bell so you'll get notified when I upload more videos, because I am kind of sporadic in my video uploads. So if you don't want to miss any, please click on the notification bell. And until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.